Hello, I am Jayson P Calunsag, and today I will discuss to you about hyperbola. So, a hyperbola is the set of points, the difference of whose distance from two fixed points is constant. The fixed points are called foci. So, if if it is if it is this a foci, so they have a fixed point. So the F1 and the F2. So the line passing through the foci is called the transverse axis. So this line that pass the two foci is called the transverse axis. So the points of intersection of the transverse axis are called the vertices. So if this is a vertices, so this is the vertex 1 and the vertex 2. The center is the midpoint of the segment connecting the foci. So this is a center, the midpoint of connecting two foci. So the line passing through the center perpendicular to the transverse axis is called conjugate axis. So this is a transverse axis. So if it is a conjugate axis, so the conjugate axis is passing through the center and perpendicular to the conjugate axis. So this is the first problem of the hyperbola. Find the vertices, foci, and eccentricity, and sketch the graph of the hyperbola 4y squared minus 9x squared minus 36 is equal to 0. Before we get the points of these vertices, foci, and eccentricity, let's convert it into standard form. First, copy the equation. 4y squared minus 9x squared minus 36 is equal to 0. Then, transpose this 36 into the right side. So, this negative 36 will become positive 36. So, 4y squared minus 9x squared is equal to 36. Then, multiply the whole equation into 1 over 36. So, 1 over 36 times 4y squared is equal to y squared over 9. Then, 1 over 36 times negative 9x squared is equal to negative f squared over 4 is equal to 36 times 1 over 36 is equal to 1. Now, we are already convert it from general to standard form. Because this hyperbola where the center is at the origin and the transverse axis is at the y-axis, so our center is 0, 0. So next, let's find out our A, B, and C. So the fact that 9 is our A squared, so A squared is equal to 9. Then square root of 9 is equal to 3. So A is equal to plus and minus 3. Then the 4 is our B squared value. So the square root of 4 is 2. So b is equal to plus or minus 2. Then our c squared is not given. Then we use the formula c squared is equal to a squared plus b squared. Then do the substitution. So c squared is equal to 9 plus 4. So add c squared is equal to 13. Then take a square root. So c is plus minus square root of 13, or its approximate value is 3.606. So now we already found the value of our a, b, and c. So through this value we can find our vertices, foci, and the points of the conjugate axis. So first, our vertices. So our vertices is, vertex 1 is 0, positive 3, and our vertices 2 is 0, negative 3. Then the points of our conjugate axis is 2, 0, and negative 2, 0. And our points of our foci is, through the value of c is 0, square root of 13, and 0, negative square root of 13. Then let's find out the value of our eccentricity. So we use the formula E is equal to C over A. Do the substitution. So C is square root of 13 over 3. So now we found our eccentricity. So next, let's find out our length of lattice vector using the formula LR is equal to 2b squared over A is equal to, do the substitution, 2 is b squared is 4 over 3. 2 times 4 is 8 over 3. Then branch it, 2 branch, so 4 over 3 and 4 over 3. So I think the approximate value of this 4 over 3 is 1.33. So now we already found the true length of the lattice vector. So next, let's find out our points of, or endpoints of our lattice vector through the value of foci. So in the quadrant 2, so is negative 4 over 3, comma, and positive square root of 13. Next, in quadrant 1 is positive 4 over 3 and positive square root of 13. And in quadrant 3 is 4 square root of 4 over 3 and square root of negative 13, and positive 4 over 3 and negative square root of 13. Now I already found the endpoints of our lattice vector. So next, let's find out the value of our asymptote. So using the formula y is equal to plus and minus a over b x. So in if the transverse axis is in the x-axis, so this a and b will be reciprocal. So in the x-axis, so it will become y is equal to plus and minus b over a. So because we are in the because our transverse axis is in the y-axis, so we use this formula. So first, let's solve the plus sign. So do the substitution. So a is our 3 and our b is 2x. So this is the value of our asymptote in a positive form. So in a negative form, so y is equal to negative 3 over 2x. So this is in a negative form. So now we are ready to graph our equation. So first, locate our center. So our center is at origin, so here our center is 0, 0. Next, let's locate our vertices, or 0, 3. So here, this is our B1, 0, 3. Then our another vertices is 0, negative 3. So from here to here is our length of our transverse axis. So let's locate our points of our conjugate axis. So 2 zeros here, then negative 2 0. So here, so this is our points of conjugate axis, 2 0 and negative 2 0. So from these points we can draw our rectangle. So from here we can draw our line and extend. Then draw and extend. Draw and extend. Draw then extend. So this diagonals is so called our asymptote. So from downward to upward is our positive slope. So this is y is equal to 3 over 2 over x. And from upward to downward is our negative asymptote. So this is y is equal to negative 3 over 2x. So now let's locate our focus. So our focus is 0 and square root of 13. So square root of 13 is 3.60. So 3.60 is somewhere here. So 3.60 So this is our foci. So 0, 13. 0 negative square root of 13. So through here these points, we can locate our endpoints of latus rectum. So from here, we add 4 over 3 or 1.33. So 1, so somewhere here. So another 1. So also here. From here to here, this is the length of our latus rectum. So now we are ready to graph our equation. So this is the graph of the hyperbola, which the equation is 4y squared minus 9x squared minus 36 is equal to 0. So this is the second problem of the hyperbola. Discuss and graph 9x squared minus 16y squared minus 18x plus 32y minus 151 is equal to 0. So first, convert it into the standard form. So first, copy the equation. 9x squared minus 16y squared minus 18x plus 32y is equal to 150 minus 151 is equal to 0. Next is transfer this 151 into the right side, and so this is the, and it will become 9x squared minus 18x minus 16y squared plus 32y is equal to 151. As you notice, so that the same variable will be separated. So next is simplify the whole equation. It will become binomial. So it will become 9x squared minus 18 divided by 9 is 2x plus 16y squared. So 32 divided by negative 16 is negative 2y is equal to 151. So next step is this coefficient of x and y will become multiplied by 1/2 and is squared. So this is the method. So 1/2 of the 2 and squared. So 1/2 of 2 is 1 squared is 1. So it will be added. So 9x squared minus 2x plus 1 minus 16y squared minus 2y plus 1. So it's equal to 151. So what will be added here will also be added in 151. So 9 times 1 is 9. So negative 16 times 1 is negative 16. Convert, so this is a perfect square trinomial. So next, convert it into square binomial. So this will become 9x minus 1 squared minus 16y minus 1 squared is equal to 151. No. So 151 plus 9 is 160 minus 16 is 144. So multiply the whole equation into 1 over 144. So 1 over 144 and 1 over 144. So 9 times x minus 1 squared times 1 over 144 is x minus 1 squared over 16 minus 16 times y minus y 1 squared times by 1 over 144. So it will become y minus 1 squared over 9 is equal to 144 times 1 over 144 is 1. So now let's find the points of our center. So our center is the opposite of this x and this y. So which is 1 and 1. So next, let's find out the value of our a, b, and c. So our a squared here is 16. Square root of 16 is a is plus and minus 4. Then next is our b. So the value of our b squared is 9. Then square root of 9 is positive and negative 3. So this is the value of our b. Next is our c. So our c is not given, so we use the formula c squared is equal to a squared plus b squared. Then do the substitution. So c squared is equal to 16 plus 4. So 16 plus 4 is 25. So c squared is 25. Then square root of 25 is 5. So c is equal to plus and minus 5. So through this value, we can find our vertices, foci, and points of our conjugate axis, which is in the y-axis. So first, our vertex. So vertex 1 and vertex 2. So 1 plus 4 is 5. And copy 1. So 1 minus negative 4 is negative 3, 1. Then our points of our conjugate axis, which is the 1. So 3 plus 1 is 4, and 3 minus 1 is negative 2. So let's find out the value of our points of our foci. So 2 foci. So our foci 1 is 5 plus 1 is 6 and 1, and our foci 2 is 5 by 1 minus 5 is negative 4 and 1. So next, let's find out the value of our eccentricity. So our eccentricity is c over a. So the value of our C and H. So do the substitution. So 5/4. So 5/4, I think the value is 1.95. So now let's find out the value of our length of lactose ketone using the formula LR is equal to 2b squared over A is equal to 2 9 over 4 is equal to 18 4. Then branch it, so it will become 9 over 4 and 9 over 4. So the value of in decimal form is, I think it is 2.25 if I'm not mistaken. So next, we find our endpoints of lactose vector. So, throw the value of our two foci 1 and our foci 2. First copy the 6. So 1 here will be subtracted into 9/4. So 1 minus 9/4 is, get the LCD. So the LCD is 4, and 4 divided by 1 is 4, then times 1 is 4, then 4 divided by 4 is 1, and times 1 times 9 is 9. So 4 minus 9 is equal to negative 5. So next, here is the 1 will be added to 9/4. So copy the 6. So 1 plus 9/4 is, get the LCD or less common denominator. So 4 divided by 1 is 4, times 1 is 4, then 4 divided by 4 is 1, times 9 is 9. So 4 plus 9 is 13. So next is, here we use another foci. So negative 4. Then as the same, 1 minus 9/4 is negative 5/4 and negative 4. So 1 plus 9/4 is 13/4. So let's find out the value of our asymptote using the formula y minus k is equal to plus and minus b over a and times x minus h. So this is the formula for x-axis. So if the transverse axis is in the y, so this will become reciprocal. So now we use this. So first we use the plus sign. So do the substitution. So y minus our k is 1 is equal to b is 3/4 x minus 1. Then the whole equation will be multiplied by 4. So 4 times y is 4y. 4 times negative 1 is negative 4. So 4 times 3/4 is become 3x 1. So then distribute the 3. So this will become 4y minus 4 is equal to 3x. 3 times negative 1 is negative 3. So transfer this negative 4 to the right side. So 4y is equal to 3x minus 3. This will become plus 4. So negative 3 plus 4 is equal to 4y is equal to 3x plus 1. Then the over 4. So the result is y is equal to 3 4x plus 1 4. So this is the value of our asymptote in positive. So next is in the negative. So the formula is y, then the substitute 1 is equal to, so we use the negative 1, so negative 3 over 4 x minus 1. So multiply the whole equation to 4. So 4 times y is 4y, 4 times negative 1 is negative 4. So 4 times negative 3 4 is become negative 3 minus 1. So then distribute 4y minus 4 is equal to negative 3x. It will become positive 1. I'm sorry, negative positive 3. Then transfer this into this negative 4 to the right side. So it will become 4y is equal to negative 3x plus 3 plus 4. Then 4y is equal to negative 3x. So 3 plus 4 is 7. Then divide it into 4. So 4 and also this 4. So this will become y is equal to negative 3 4 x plus 7 over 4. So this is the value of asymptote in the negative form. So now we are ready to graph the hyperbola. So first locate our center. So our center is here 1 and 1. So this is our center 1 comma 1. So next our vertex is 5 1. So here 5 here. And other vertex is negative 3 and 1. So here. So from here to here is the length of our transverse axis. So next, let's find out our length points of conjugate axis. So 1 from here 1 4. So here. So this is our conjugate axis and 1 4. Vertex is tan 1 and negative 3 1. So another point is 1 negative 2. So here. Something here. So 1 negative 2. So from this point we can draw our rectangle. So our rectangle. have now a rectangle. So now we can draw our diagonal. So from here to here, and the diagonal. So from here so from downward to upward, so we use the asymptote which is in positive sign. So this is our y is equal to 3 4 x plus 1 4. So from upward to downward, so our slope our asymptote here is y is equal to negative 3 4 x plus 7 over 4. So this extended diagonal is called an asymptote. So now let's find the points of our four sides. So which is 6, 1. So here, so 6 and 1. So let's transfer this. Let's transfer this coordinate. So this is 5 and 1. So let's level it. So this is foci 1, which is 6 and 1. Then here is our next foci, which is negative 4 and 1. So this is foci 1 2 negative 4 and 1. So we have a foci here, 2 foci. So through this foci we can draw our endpoints of Plato's vector. So from here add 9/4 or 2.25. So count 1, 2 or 2.25 something here. So and add 2.25 1 and then subtract 2.25 1 2 2.25. So from here, this is our length of our latus rectum. So next, another one. So this will be added 9 over 4. So 9 over 4 will be 2.5 1 2. Okay, so here, then count 1 2 2.24 here. So from here to here is our length of latus rectum. So from there we can draw our graph of our hyperbola. So this so as you can see, the diagonals of which is the asymptote cannot touch the graph of the hyperbola. So this that's all. Thank you.